Hi, everybody. Hi, coaches, consultants, and aspiring authors who wish to write your book to grow your business. This is a live video series which I'm doing for all of winter, and today is day number 8. Now, if you have watched yesterday's video, I did talk about, I just touched upon. Hey, El, thanks for joining. I touched upon the energy styles, the 4 types of energy styles that that's commonly prevalent, and there's many different types of psychometric analysis models, but the one that I'm talking about is called the extended disc, and it has 4 types of energy styles. The four styles are dominance, influence, steadiness, and compliance. And why I'm bringing that in the context of book writing is because whenever I start working with an author, it really helps me to help them get that clarity on where they are right now. Like, what's their predominant energy style right now? And is it serving them? Is it going to take them where they want to be? What are their goals as an author? Right? Now, the beautiful thing about the extended disc assessment and the report is that it gives you insights into two key areas. So one is your origins, like I'll just keep the hand here so you can see it. One is your original style, which is your natural comfort zone, which you don't have to work hard for at all, whenever there's any situation, any circumstance, it's your natural, response to act from this place. However, because of certain changes going on in your life, in your workplace, in your family, in your, generally life happens, there could be an adapted behavior, and that's your profile that's shown here. So the DISC report, I really love that it gives you insights into who you naturally are, doing what takes no effort for you, and then that gives you a lot of certainty that, evidence is proving I've got the behavior traits for dominance, and I've got the behavior traits for, say, influence. Couple of my recent clients have shown strong presence in the area of steadiness and compliance. So as I'm using these words, they might sound a bit jargonish. So let me just show you a flashcard, and then I'm just going to touch upon briefly on the 4 energies. So I hope you can see this all right? Now these, now these are the 4 quadrants. Yep, these are the 4 quadrants. So the dominance, influence, steadiness, and compliance, right? So that's how it goes. DISC. Now, if you see the beauty of this tool is we've all got a presence of each of these energies. It's just that we choose to act from a particular, one or a couple of places most of the times in comfort. So the people on this side of the spectrum, they like to act from intuition. So, the Ds, the dominant people, they are the big visioned, they are the future visioned people. They've got a vision, they've got future sight, they've got big picture thinking. They are very leadership oriented, they are very independent, confident people. While the I profile, which is the influencing kind, these people have a very, flamboyant kind of a personality. They lose sense of time. Again, they're very intuitive, so they're not driven by like data. They don't care what time it is. They're like, okay, yeah, let's meet soon. That's the kind of people they are. They're the life of the party kind of people, right? While people on this side of the spectrum are they are actually driven by the five senses. So they like to, go by facts. They like to go by, they like to follow the time. They like to go by the word of the book. They like to follow the law. They like, they like discipline. They like, clarity. That's the kind of general behavior. Again, if you look at the lower half of the spectrum, these people are very feeling oriented, right? So the influencing person is again it's the life of the party. This person is very feeling oriented, while the S, steadiness, this person is a complete mother archetype. So very like if I were to describe this person, the S energy person, in one word, that would be a mother. So even in a party, they would make sure that everyone's looked after. Do you need chips? Do you need a drink? Can I get you water? Are you fine? Is the music all right? So that's the kind of energy they bring to any conversation, just making sure that others are looked after, right? That's a mother. And when we come to the C archetype, which is the compliance archetype. So if I was to describe a compliant archetype in one or two words, that would be an accountant and a lawyer, right? So I'm just going to keep this aside and talk about it for a bit. So an accountant and a lawyer, right? There's no gray area when an accountant and a lawyer are functioning in their business, in their work, right? And it's not only in their work, it's also how they like to think all the times in all areas of life, right? So life is pretty black and white for them. There's no gray area. It's not like, yeah, that sounds good. No. So it has to be law. It's either you're guilty or you're not. It's not like, yeah, sounds partially like you are involved in it. It's nothing. This kind of language does not really exist in their map of the world. So I've only very, very briefly touched upon these areas. But here's how this information really helps me in getting started with someone's book writing, right? And actually even me. So I am, naturally a very DI personality, which is, very, very results oriented, yet very party oriented. So very, very DI personality. However, I'm noticing that in my behavior and in my situations right now and in working with my clients, I have gradually developed my S element, like my steadiness element, because caring for my daughter, becoming a mom, it's been 2 years now, and looking after my clients, making sure they're okay. And it's not a robot. It's not just like a task of getting their book written. It's a job of working very carefully with their emotions, with their being listening them out, hearing them out about their painful stories, about their traumas, about what they went through and what they have come out as on the other side. So it's an absolute honor to be able to hear those stories and to be a part of their book birthing process. It's really it's an honor. So that's what I see, that clearly my environment, my workplace, my family life require me to develop my motherly archetype more. So this is about me, but even about my clients. When I started, the two new ladies that we recently started working last week, it was really important for me to understand the situation that they are in right now. And if they are lacking that element of dominance, if they're lacking that, a little bit of aggression, a healthy aggression to chase their business goals, right? Because after they write their book, then what? Are they willing to show up? Are they willing to do what's needed to be done and, be seen? Are they willing to make themselves seen and visible and grow their marketing through their book? So having this report, having done this process for them before we even start the book writing, really helps me to understand them deeply, and it gives them the assurance that I really get them and I understand their gaps, I understand their strengths, and then together we create an action plan to monetize that. Because this profile is not saying that any energy is less than the other, right? It's just the power of understanding what kind of energy you bring to the table, and how can we really harness that, how can we make the most of what's available, right? So I hope I have explained that slightly well. I am really, really passionate about the disc profile, and I can't even tell you, the recent discussions that I've had with my clients, it could clearly, we've clearly mapped out a methodology wherein we've identified the situations that motivate them versus the situations that stress them out. And, no surprises for, no surprise. We've actually mapped out an action plan in which we get to create more of those situations which motivate them to take action, which motivate them to put their hand up and ask a question and say, okay, I'm stuck. How can I do this? Yeah. So if you have the slightest of doubts about book writing and whether it is for you or not, and you think you would like to get insights into where your natural strengths lie and what behavior you're exhibiting right now as part of your current life situations, then I think this is a very, very good starting point. And I invite you to, just private message me or just reach out. Actually, I'm going to post a link below at the end of the video. And if you are keen on taking this up as a starting point, getting awareness into you, then let's do this. Because once you do the test, it also comes with a 90-minute unpack session. So for 90 minutes, we dive really deep into all of you, right? And that's the bit that I love the most. So if you're not clear, if you're contemplating, if you're still not sure, but have a little bit of a spark inside, have a desire, and you want to start with a small step, then this is that small step, right? So that's it for the day. Take care, and I'm going to keep coming tomorrow with more golden nuggets about book writing. Take care. Bye.